welcome to the Q&A for the certification program. I want to start with the 3-week yoga of pregnancy prenatal training. So this is a nice option for people if you do not need or want to do the entire year. Well, it's really about 4 months, but it can take up to a year-long certification program. Your certification is in with Ma Yoga, which, if anybody knows anything about prenatal trainings, it's the highest possible quality that you can get. But you can also get your Yoga Alliance certification once you've completed the 85-hour training. And they do require some teaching hours and stuff. And you have to already have a regular yoga certification, RYT. If you don't have that, that's okay. You can get it down the road and then get both your regular and your prenatal at the same time. But I would just want to show what that will look like if you are planning to, let's say, just do the yoga of pregnancy. Again, it's 3 weeks, twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays. And you don't have to be at any of these trainings live. I always encourage it. But you can just watch the videos and stay with us. Or you can do it self-paced all by yourself, and you have evergreen access, so you can take as long as you like. Actually, you can also take it again live if you want. So if something comes up and you can't do it, you just reach out and I'll add you to the roster next time I do it. We do it twice a year. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and I'll show you our community. So once you are in our community, you can see over here on the left all of our, well, we call them spaces, right? And we have these circles that categorize the different spaces. So this is the mom member circle. This is where our graduates teach. You get your Yoga Alliance hours, and you also just keep honing your skills and supporting mamas. Here's the Ma trainee circle. So inside we have this free training, upcoming training events, and then also like training questions. You can post your questions. You can go to FAQs. And this is the roadmap for the entire certification program. So you can see that you can take them in any order, but they're sort of designed to start with the yoga of pregnancy. It goes to the yoga of healing, which is our alignment-based principles that you can use for anyone, but it's especially important to be able to help your mamas out of pain because they're going to be in pain because of all the pregnancy hormones and all the reasons we learned about in the free training. But it's also about postpartum healing and how to support new moms through that. And then my Ayurveda is off the mat self-care and daily rhythms, food as medicine, especially for pregnancy and postpartum. And then we have a mentorship, one-on-one help for creating your first class and some feedback, and then you do it again. The yoga of birth is our birth preparation class taught by 2 doulas, and that's a wonderful deep dive into all the pros and cons of all the choices that people have, just so you can help mamas prepare, but then also how yoga can help us through birth itself. And then a call with me, and then that's certification. So that's the roadmap. But here in the Yoga Pregnancy Circle, let's say you just sign up for the Yoga Pregnancy, you'll just go into sessions. And again, you can come to live events here and put it in your, on the event, you can add it to your calendar. So once you register, you just add it to calendar, and that way you'll get notified. Wednesdays and Saturdays, it's 10 o'clock PT, 1 o'clock ET. The sessions videos are here. So you'll get an email saying, okay, session 1 is ready. I'm at the point, I've been doing this since 2012, that I have a lot of stuff already in here and it doesn't make any sense to redo it. So sometimes we'll get in a conversation that I think is super important. It's so important that I might add it to these videos, these main videos. These are like 10 minutes each, pretty short. Or I might add it to the bonus videos. But these are really just the curriculum. And so you'll go through these, and at the end, there's a quiz. So you'll click on this and just take it. It's a super easy, like 4 to 6 question quiz, just so that you get credit. And your handouts are here. And we have handouts for each of the sessions. So you might want to download them, print them out, put them in a 3-ring binder, maybe, at least have them accessible in a folder on your computer. You can also order them bound if you like. And it's totally optional, but it's nice to have a table of contents. It looks like that. So once this yoga of pregnancy is done, you do have homework. So let's say you're going on to be certified. You can start doing your write-ups. And so basically you come to 6 of our prenatal classes over in the Mom Member Circle. You get 2 free months if you sign up for the certification program. So you can still do those. And let's say you're not doing certification, you're just doing the yoga of pregnancy. That is fine too. You can stop there. Or if you want a certificate of completion, which is 25 hours, you can do your class write-ups. And then you'll post them in our questions shares area. This is kind of a nice way we support each other. If you kind of need some ideas as a prenatal teacher, and so people post their classes here, class write-up, right? And so you'll learn in the yoga pregnancy what we're looking for. But basically, you're going to write up the theme, the sequence, and the main alignment principle. So that's the basic idea of our community. So after you're done with even your mentorship, so you don't have to be fully certified, you can apply to teach on our online platform. So we have a membership for pregnant people and moms, and people pick their times of the week to teach. And it's kind of like a continuation of your mentorship. In exchange for teaching on our platform, you get ongoing coaching from me. So you can come by on a Friday, anytime within this 3-hour span, and, ask me anything. A lot of people are working more on a workshop they want to offer, or like a retreat they want to do, because I'm like helping them set it up and figure out next steps, and just creating a space where we can, you can feel supported in making a bigger impact with whatever you're doing with your business. So, but teaching with us, it just kind of is really easy, because there might only be one mama on your Zoom. And it's just a way every week to keep getting better and better at it, feeling more and more confident.
Okay. And so that's all those 4, did you say 4 like
Yeah.
modules?
4 modules. Mm-hmm.
That's if you pay for the whole certification program, right?
Yes,
Oh,
correct. Now, if you don't want to do the whole certification program and you just need some prenatal training, like I just want to feel not super nervous if a pregnant person is in my class, that's the yoga of pregnancy. And so that is 3 weeks, Wednesdays and Saturdays, starting, just look at the events. This next one starts January 29th. Look at myyoga.com and you can register from there.
okay. So for the certification, that's more for if you're going to be facilitating like baby yoga, prenatal yoga classes to only pregnant women, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say that honestly. People take the certification program for many reasons. They maybe are pregnant and they really just want that deep dive on and off the mat. So the yoga of pregnancy is just, adjusting poses and creating prenatal sequences. But the yoga of healing is like all about all the aches and pains and the challenges that arise and how we can support people through those. My Ayurveda is like self-care routines, food as medicine, learning what am I trying to say? herbs and spices are good for what situations. You know, it's based in Ayurveda, which is the 5,000-year-old sister science to yoga, but it's honed down for like what I consider to be the most essential practices for all busy nurturers of people and projects, right? So a lot of doulas take the certification program and they don't really take care of themselves. They just take care of others all the time. So it's like, if you have 2 minutes, you know, here's what to do. Here's how to do a neti pot. Here's your hot water and spices in the morning. Here's your coconut oil massage. Here's what to do if a baby has mucus, you know, those sorts of things. And then the yoga of birth, you know, that's if you're interested in birth and you really want to understand it through a yogic perspective. So, you know, if you wanted to teach a prenatal class, you you could with just the yoga of pregnancy. I think in my mind, the difference is this. The yoga of pregnancy gives you the principles that you can use to support pregnant people. The certification program makes you an expert in the field of women's wellness in the childbearing years. And I don't mean medically, I mean, you know, in sort of like self-care and yogic practices. And so you will be able to offer programs and workshops and stuff that are not necessarily pregnancy related for women. You know, I think the bigger thing is the busyness and the fact that we are such nurturers of other people that not only do we not have time to nurture ourselves, but we don't even know what to do to nurture ourselves, even if we have the time. Even if we do yoga, sometimes yoga can become another thing we beat ourselves up over, and it's not nurturing. So, can we use these principles for ourselves? And then we'll be able to use them for pregnant people, but also for everything else. I hope that helped. I'm not sure it did.
It did. It did.